So let's finish up this review of coastal processes by talking about what are some of the hazards produced by coastal processes. And you will see here that as storm waves break on shore, they can cause a lot of damage. Also, the winds can cause a lot of damage, and then also just the sheer amount of water that floods up onto the coast can cause damage. Also, you can have erosion as a result of coastal processes. And you can see that house up there and how that house is probably going to fall into the ocean because the cliff is being eroded out from underneath it. Now, in the same way that erosion can cause problems, so can deposition. So sand can pile up in places where you don't want it to pile up. So maybe in a channel of a bay. And so then ships can't get in. And so then you have to dredge it in order to get rid of that sand. So what can you do to mitigate these coastal process problems? So one is, if you don't want to have your house wiped out by a hurricane, then don't build your house next to a coastline. So zoning and building codes. Another thing is, if you don't like the flooding, then take your house and put it up on top of stilts. Okay, another thing is a breakwater. And so if you have let's say that here is the coastline, and then you got this cove here, and you want to protect it from ocean waves, then you can build a breakwater in front of it to absorb the energy of the waves. On the shoreline, you can put this riprap thing. So you can put that here, and then you can put that here, and then again, that would absorb some of the energy of the waves coming in. Okay, another thing that you can do to prevent sand erosion, so let's say that the waves are coming in from this direction, and then what that's going to do is it's going to cause any sand that's right here to migrate in that direction. So so that means that sand is going to pile up over here, and then sand is going to disappear over here. So one way of getting around that is to make jetties. So you're going to make these things that go out like this into the ocean, and then what that does is it absorbs these ocean waves and makes it less likely that the sand is going to move. So that completes our discussion about coastal processes. So come back in just a moment for our next review for the Unit 4 lecture exam.